Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Makakagash. Rock to the elders and apostles of Hakim Aqua from the section of 1. And this is a prophecy update, a sit-down lesson as of May 24th, 2025, on this here Saturday. Saturday morning. This is from the Miami Herald as of May 24th, 2025 at 9:34 a.m. It's from Brown Nicole from Newsweek. It says NATO squadrons, jets over dangerous Russian bomber maneuver. And keep this in mind, we've been having a rising tension between Russia and NATO. That goes to that Ezekiel 38 chapter. It says two NATO members have accused Russians of a provocation. I believe this happened like the second or third time already this year. In previous years, you've been having close encounters, with Russian NATO allies. And these playing and confusions, It says two NATO members have accused Russian of provocations. It says on the Alliance Eastern Flank. And keep this in mind, I spoke about that yesterday, about military buildup over there in the northern and the eastern flank from the NATO army. And you got, you got the border over there between, over there in the eastern flank, over there in Europe. But you have military troops over there from Russia and NATO as well too. So they're not that too far from one another. So we've been definitely seeing the back and forth going on tension between NATO and NATO and Russia. It says Poland says that Thursday that the fire jet has intercepted a Russian Su-24 bomber that performed NATO's maneuvers into international airspace over the Baltic Sea. Right, because that happened within the last couple of days ago. It was an incident that took place. Now it's happening once again. So that shows we see it getting closer and closer. Rising tensions between Russia and NATO. That goes into that Manifest 24 chapter. What's rumors of course, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And it says the next day, Finland says it was investigating whether Russian aircraft breached the NATO members' airspace. It says Newsweek has contacted Russian defense ministries from Congress. It says why it matters. It says the alliance members boarding the ballistic, which has been doubled in a NATO lake, has accused Moscow of a higher risk behavior around airspace. It says the latest accusations raise fears of a miscalculation test alliance of Article 5 with mutual defense clause. It says what's in it. It says the Polish defense minister, right? He spoke about this a couple days ago. And this happened again recently. Because when I was out there speaking yesterday, I forgot what country it was mentioning this. So it's actually Poland. So now I remember, I remember this yesterday. So it was Poland. Spoke about this once again. So this is like the second or third time this interception of accusation between both sides. So Russia and NATO is only going to increase these tensions that we've been seeing throughout the years as recently. It says Polish defense minister. It said Thursday that Russia's fighter jets intercepted a Russian sky. It says the Su-24 bombers, the international space of the ballistic. It says he called the Russian action as a dangerous and an international, and he said that the Polish pilots intercepted and the forces bombers to withdraw from the air. It says the encounter, it says, took place between Poland and Lithuania, and the capital pride outlasts a Russian UK from the where Moscow's military aircraft frequently fly Russian pilots. It says often disabled their transponders do not reflect plans and do not qualify for regional air traffic controls. NATO officials have described at a high-risk behavior. On Friday, it says the defense minister has said to Russian military aircraft were suspected of violating the airspace off the coast of Passover. Now let's get to So why you got the Russian-Ukraine situation going on? You would have had Russia versus NATO to go. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 4. It says, "Now return back and look to the our jaws, and bring you forth all our armor. It says, all our voice. Yep, it says Ezekiel 30 verse 4. It says, and I will turn you back and you will close us in our jaws. And I will bring you forth in all our armies, horse and horsemen, all of them, both for all sorts of armor, even the great couple bucket shoes, and all among heavenly swords. Right, so Russia's still going to be in a warlike mindset, and the Heavenly Father will put that warlike mindset on these Russians to go on, with the Russia-Ukraine situation, and Russia versus NATO. So we get to that Matthew, the 24th chapter. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. It says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Russia versus Ukraine, Russia versus NATO, accusing each other of military involvements. I guess I put in that category since. Yeah, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. It says, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but then it's not yet. Right, so these wars and rumors of wars that come to pass, but not going to end yet. Matthew 24. In verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation. West goes into Ephesus. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so we see in verse 7 to that. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. It says, in the time to love, and in time of HATE, and in time of war, and time of peace. Right, so definitely in the time of war. Wars, rumors, of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And we live in a time of HATE as well too. It's all its iniquities and abounding. We see more signs of that, And this is the book of St. Mark. This is the book of St. Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, the king cannot stand. Right, so we're seeing modern kings being divided against itself, which cannot stand. This we're seeing from a military perspective, from an economic perspective, from a political perspective, all categories except St. Mark 3, verse 25, and if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right, so if a house be divided, cannot stand. So this was just a quick prophecy of dates as of May 24th, 2025 on this Saturday morning. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Akash, Barak to the elders and apostles. Until next time, see you. Shalom.